I tried to get my grandmother on this interview for the longest. Look, my grandmother is coming to the back. Hi, grandmother.
I'm in your corner, friend. I'm in your corner.
You want to talk? Come here, Rubes. Yes. Tell grandma sit down.
I must need to rest a little bit.
You need to rest yourself down.
It is a machete I'll pick out.
What are you going to do with a machete? To cut the grass again? This is your interview, grandma.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, we
Welcome. Tell all the people who you be.
welcome. Welcome to Tasha. What must call it?
A vulnerable mom. A vulnerable mom.
With the under grape tree.
We are not sea grape tree. Beautiful breeze blowing. I think this is going to be a perfect interview because I need to be able to have memories of you forever. How much kids you have, grandma?
I had 8.
You had 8.
And 1 went to rest.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 7 left.
7 left, and they all scattered about. You
All
only
over-
have.
all over the wall.
How many do you have here? Only 2.
Yeah, Diana Michelle.
Your first 2.
First and the second.
Your first and the second. How was your trip home?
And the third went to rest.
Mm-hmm.
She there here too, but she rested.
Here. She got married after
Had
4 kids
the 4
already.
boys.
You had 4 kids, 4 girls back to back, and then you got married.
I got married in blue. I ain't put on a white clothes.
You put on white because you wasn't pure no more.
My dear. So people can put on, they got hip trend and still going
Putting
in
on a white. Mm-hmm.
I got married in blue. Almost like that.
Mm-hmm.
But a little bit deeper. And the father take all it married picture and never
And you never seen none of them.
development.
That's why I asked you, like, so you don't know what nothing had look like.
Develop them.
You ain't never seen nothing.
Not one.
When you get pregnant the first time, you were scared?
I was working.
You was working.
Government job I
Mm-hmm.
had in those days. Government who got to be
Pristine.
married and got to days.
Mm-hmm.
I had resigned from that job. Then I stayed home. I got Diane and I got Michelle.
So what grandfather was doing? What did he do for work?
He was a lab technician.
Lab at the hospital?
Laboratory technician. But when I started to work first, I worked with tax assessor,
Mm-hmm.
the tax office. I worked in Christiansted and Fredericksted. When I finished 12th grade, in them days, you don't have to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
You come out at 12th grade,
You get a job.
government
Mm-hmm.
job.
So where did you meet Erno then?
You know, went to school in St. Thomas.
Okay.
I hope I right.
You not a, she said, I hope I right.
He was living in St. Thomas and he came over and lived with his father.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, in them days, I was going out dancing and all kind of thing. And
See new people and stuff.
yeah,
Mhm.
and you know, you get mixed up with
You get mixed up with things.
mixed up with them. I had 4 girls and then I got pregnant with Brian. I said,
You better marry me.
I am going to the States with you.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to lose me.
Mm-hmm.
So he hurry up, get married quick.
Mm-hmm. So every single last one of your kids were born here. Because you've only ever lived in St. Croix.
Croix.
So when did this house come about?
They were selling land. It was cheap land.
Mm-hmm.
So he tried to get cushions
Mm-hmm. To get
to
part of
get
the home.
land.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get it. Instead of, and I didn't want to bring up my children in the project
Mm-hmm.
because we were living in grandfather's house. I was paying, you could pay down on the land.
Yes.
My cousin Henry Isles bought the land for me. Every cushion could get a house.
Mm-hmm.
And house wasn't
It
expensive,
wasn't
in those
expensive.
days.
Mm-hmm.
So I got this land. Building was not that much.
Mm-hmm.
You could build a house off your and your property in no time. When we were building in them days, they building the coop there.
Small and room thing.
Them was
Small and room.
room. I was so
Mm-hmm.
mad. I go
So you didn't really have much say in how it was supposed to be built,
no,
right?
FHG house who got to build it. They build
However they have it
one,
built.
yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I know go to, I love eat cafe, gamble shop and all of that. So I gone because I wanted to come out here and tell you one how I wanted the house. I want to fix it different
you want,
than,
yeah.
than the FHG. It got a FHG look, but different inside. So I got now to get it to bring me out here to the where they call it? the builder.
Mm-hmm.
When I got a friend name, go babysit, go do this, go do that.
Mm-hmm.
Tell your wife,
Mm-hmm.
and my wife, he come to babysitting children. Don't do that shoppiness again. Me ain't bother with it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'd start getting fed up then.
And did you actually, actually went through a divorce, didn't you?
Yeah, I divorced his guts, yes.
Not the guts.
I couldn't take it no more. So I tell you, I say, I'm going to put your thing because I ain't coming home till
Mm-hmm. Late
4
anyway,
morning and
yeah.
thing. I am going to put your things in your car.
Mm-hmm.
Done with it. He shut up the car right them there. The car had little window.
Mm-hmm.
Little window that could have or could latch it and nobody can get in your car.
Mm-hmm.
But he forget to latch it. And he leave one of them open and I
Open.
open the lock and I
And
put
put all the thing
all
in
the thing
there.
them in the car. But still like a wild man.
After you got married, he was still just wild.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you just know that you didn't want to do it by yourself.
Because I had planned to leave and
Go
leave the
someplace
island and go
else.
someplace else.
Mm-hmm.
But he we want
He
to hear.
insists that no, let me hold you here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 children and 4 children afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
It was a mess.
How was your mom?
She was a sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do you remember a lot about your mom?
yeah,
Yeah.
she was a kind-hearted, soft-spoken woman.
Much like you?
I guess
Mm-hmm.
she could have made a cake, Tasha, and she ain't making it out of the regular table butter.
Mm-hmm.
She making it out of the cooking butter,
Mm-hmm.
and she put the butter to soak out all the salt out of the butter.
You smelling
And
it already?
listen, you go make a cake like she do,
Mm.
and she had no oven. They used to they
They-
make their own oven.
Mm-hmm. What year she was born?
1892,
1892.
1893
And
or
how
something.
old were
So
you when she passed?
she died when she was in her 80s.
Oh.
She gets me at 41. She didn't run around.
Mm-hmm.
She had 2 children for Sam Bruce, and he died.
Mm-hmm.
I said, if he was still alive, I wouldn't have been here because I would have
Exactly,
been a
because you would
boy.
have been somebody else.
I'd have
Exactly.
been,
We don't know what would have happened. We would not
I
have
don't
been
think I would
here.
have been a girl.
Yeah.
A girl.
Mm-hmm.
And she got me for the man who said I wasn't his child. Well, they don't know how the other woman named the
Yeah.
man. So my mother was a peaceful woman.
Mm-hmm.
She never, you cuss her all one.
Mm-hmm.
And she shut in her window and her door, stay outside the
Mm-hmm.
cuss. She ain't
I'm
answering.
not gonna go back and forth with
No,
you.
sir.
Mm-hmm.
Not mama. Peaceful woman. Oh my Lord, my mother.
She's like avoiding confrontation. She don't want to deal with any of that.
Never. No problem with nobody.
So because they say you wasn't a child, she never
Well, he
fight
never
for it.
owned
She
me.
never she never
Ne-
said nothing after that.
He
So you
never.
don't know who your father is.
Yeah, the same man who
No, you
said.
know who he is, but it's not like he wasn't in your life because he
But
didn't have nothing
because
to do with it.
she tell me that's
That's who
my
he is.
father.
Yeah.
I have gone to him. He used to own land in Lagrange. He had some sweet mango, Tasha.
Mm-hmm. That's what you
No.
remember, some sweet
Yes.
mango.
Oh my goodness. Afterwards, I just didn't bother with it. Because in those days, they used to have a godmother,
Mm-hmm.
and the godmother they said I was very pretty. I had a pretty child made a house.
Beautiful.
Because we
Mm-hmm.
well ugly, you see me,
Cut it out.
This my godmother said I look like a ruby or something. So
Mm-hmm. And that's where they come from.
They name me Ruby.
Ruby.
Ruby Ernestine
So
Arnold.
who is Ernestine? Where does that come from?
I can't tell
You
you.
don't know neither. Because one thing we don't have control over is how we get
How we get
name. How
name.
we get name. So where you get your random name from?
I named Diane because I love Diane Carroll.
Mm-hmm. Who's
She was
that?
a actress.
Mm-hmm.
I had loved her a lot because got TV and watch the show, go to the movie and watch it. You seen these actresses, and I had loved that actress. She was very pretty, black actress. Then the next year I get Michelle.
Michelle.
Diane Ban
55.
65 and Michelle Ban 50.
56.
when they born 59,
Mm-hmm.
they move on 60.
Damn, Michelle Renee Demore.
Brian born 61.
Oh my goodness.
David born 63.
Ay, ay.
Maurice born 64.
Grandma.
And Ian born 66. And Dr. James said, no
No
more
more children.
children.
Cut it out.
Your womb is
So,
twisted.
so back then, it's not like you had any kind of contraceptive or any kind of protection. Whenever you just foops enough, you just getting pregnant, basically. It's not like you were trying to get
Not
pregnant.
You get pregnant.
You just get pregnant.
Yeah, pregnant. Oh, my Lord.
And it's not like you was
Just imagine
aware
that. You ain't thinking and you ain't got no awareness because you ain't have no knowledge
of what it is. Yeah.
how it is. That's why so many women had
Have
so
so
many
much kids.
children.
Because it's not like you said, I want to have 8 kids. You just get
Get
pregnant.
it.
Because
Yeah.
all it was all back to back.
And then 4 girls.
Yes. You
I
wanted a
want a
boy.
boy.
You wanted a boy. So by the 4th child, you was already like, okay, fine. Let me try and now make a boy. Now this one was intentional.
Me try for none.
Mm-hmm.
But to get pregnant.
But you get pregnant.
And then I get Brian.
Mm-hmm.
And the doctor, I forget her name now. She come in. What you had? I said, a son,
Excited.
of
My
course.
son. Oh my gosh.
I was so happy for a son. I love having them.
You have
I
had
love-
all of them
yes,
around. They all had each
yes,
other. And you
yes.
see, even up to this day, they all talking to each other. So that must be, I guess, a good feeling to know that they all still have each other to talk to.
Mm.
They're like their own built-in best friends.
I have 4.
Mm-hmm.
2 girls, 2 boys.
Mm-hmm.
And I get 8.
We can't get what we want all the time. Did you have a lot of help? You know, they always say like it takes a village to raise a child. But being that you was home, did you have like what was your support? What did that look like raising the kids?
Mama.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Mama?
Mm-mm. I think
You
grandfather died when I was a baby. He died when 89 or something.
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
It got out my head.
Again, you're like that's not something you want to think about, right? Like,
It got speeded out.
mm-hmm.
You know, Rita.
Was he helpful?
Hmm?
Was he helpful?
I can't say. I don't know about he.
Mm-hmm. You know about
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. He with Brian, I would guess he was glad for the boy, the first boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But otherwise, the two of them I love the father.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't too much
Good.
a good dad anyway.
But as kids, they don't really know. They
No.
don't see the depths of it all. They just know that's my daddy and I love my
Right,
daddy.
right.
Yeah.
He wasn't that good a man. But
He gave you beautiful children.
right. And you know
So if there's anything you can be grateful
know,
for, is a children.
yeah, you know when you love somebody, your first love, it's hard to get away from it. But when you get away, that's it.
There ain't no turning back.
Ain't no
I want to
turning
look back at that.
And I had only one children for one man. 'Cause I see different children in houses, you know, growing up. You go to house and you got this child and you got that child for somebody else and you got more child for somebody else. And they so, oh, we are this and we are that. And
They separate them and all kind of stuff.
Me want to, not like that in my house. I want it running for one person.
So growing up, you was Catholic the whole time?
Yeah. Till I got married in the Catholic Church for 6 children, Roman Catholic.
First 6 children.
Yes. And the
So
last
how
2
did the transition happen? Like, what was that like?
was a crusade or something. And when I got baptized as an Adventist.
Do you see your Gigi Ma? Do you have any questions you want to ask Gigi Ma?
Welcome to my mommy's video. We said,
Welcome to my mommy's video. Do you know how old Gigi Ma is?
No.
No?
guess.
How old do you think Gigi Ma is?
70?
That's how old she looks?
Yes.
Hear you?
I look like 70.
She says 70. Your grandma, my mommy, is about to be 70 years old. Right? So that means Gigi-ma cannot be 70 years old if your grandma is almost 70 years old. Gigi-ma is 70 plus 21. What's 70 plus 21?
What that is?
Then you'll know how old Gigi-ma is. How old is Gigi-ma?
91.
She's 91, correct.
I was thinking with my math skills.
He was thinking with his math skills. You know Gigi-ma was there when you were born?
Yeah. Praying outside.
Do you know that?
Pray hard. And I wasn't.
And you were right there for this one too. Huh?
I'm not so small
You're not so
anymore.
small anymore. You're
And
such a
and
big boy.
I can finally talk.
And you can finally talk. So this was cool. I really enjoy sitting here and talking to you. Touche. Where did that even come from? Tashinga Rininga Touche. I truly enjoy talking to you. What do you have left to say, Grandma? What do you have left to say?
Just give all your heart to the Lord. Because that's what he's waiting on. He said, I will contend with him, not contend with you, and save the children. I don't always ask you to
Pray for us all the time.
pray. I don't always pray that prayer. Please save the children. Lord, let me live to see you come back. And it ain't too long from now. By the way the world going, oh my Lord,
Yeah.
have mercy.
It's not a pretty sight. But I'm grateful that you're still here. I'm grateful that you got to see all of my kids. I'm grateful that I can have the time to be here with you. Because this means a lot. And that's why I be telling people, I'm like, take pictures, take videos. So every time somebody get annoyed with me recording something, I'm like, well, you're going to be mad because you don't have videos. I have videos of everything. I record everything.
That rain?
Yep. So that means we got to go up now and run away. Well, thank you for tuning into our video. Grandma, thank you for sitting down and talking with me. I love you so much. I love you the most. I love you the mostest. Thank you for tuning in to A Vulnerable Mom edition with my grandmother, my 91-year-old grandmother,
How you going again?
Tashinga.
Tashinga Rininga.
Tashinga Rininga.
Touche.
Touche. Don't forget the touche. Oi. And we're out.
And I'm never gonna let you down.